I said this in the previous Chloe episode, but this is one of those episodes where I'm wondering, why are Ash and Go even in this episode? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, episode 57 of the Journey's anime titled Love is a Psyduck just dropped, and in this episode, we're learning more about Chrysa as Chloe does a sleepover with her, and she finds some secrets that she's holding. Potentially? I guess we'll have to find out. This episode doesn't really have a lot going on towards it, so I'm just gonna kind of go through it really quickly. It's a cold day, and Chrysa's leaving for research. Ash and Go are leaving because it's about to snow and they want to capture snow Pokemon. By the way, I might as well just talk about what happens to Ash and Go. So they go try to capture the snow Pokemon but fail, and then they go to a ramen place because it started to snow. There they meet a guy and a Psyduck who has a scarf and gets headaches, but eventually the Psyduck calms down, so the guy buys them food. Okay, this is gonna be important later on. Chloe's brother is gone for a sleepover, and her mother has to help out in a magazine because one of the artists sprained their wrist. That means she has to eat her own dinner, and she was hoping to do it with Ash and Go, but now they're gone too. So instead, since Ren and Chrysa are still working, Chloe asks Chrysa if she can watch her work for the day. Apparently, Chrysa is a sort of inspiration to Chloe, and after the end of the shift, while it looks like she might have to go make her own dinner, Chrysa invites her to a girls' night out and even a sleepover. They go eat, they shop, they go watch stuff, and eventually they return to the apartment where we see that Chrysa is a messy person. She also has a lot of Psyduck memorabilia in her room. She says that's because it relaxes her when she sees the face of a Psyduck. And in her room is a picture of her, a guy, and a Psyduck making a snowman that Chloe picks up when Eevee accidentally knocks it down, and she wonders if the guy in the picture is her boyfriend. They eat, and then they're about to go to sleep for the night when Chrysa, after Chloe has talked about how much of an inspiration she was to her, talks about a time when she was almost not a researcher. It was when she was in school and she lost all of her research data so she couldn't present, so she thought that would be the end of her research career. But when she was sad outside, a Psyduck came in and gave it her scarf, and because of that she felt relaxed. She then decided to help the trainer make the snowman that he was making with the Psyduck, and she ended up playing with her Psyduck, so that's why she has the picture. Chloe asks her if she's seen the guy ever since that day, but she responds no. You can kind of tell where this is going, right? The next day, Ash and Go have returned from their failed ice capture mission, and they tell Chloe, who's also back in the lab, about their adventures and meeting the guy and the Psyduck, and the Psyduck matches the description of the Psyduck in the picture perfectly, so she has them come out in order to help find the trainer. She searches and searches and searches and doesn't find anything, and when she's sitting on a bench, a Psyduck approaches and gives her the scarf. It's that exact same Psyduck. So she tells the trainer, hey, I have someone you need to meet, and she brings her back to Chrysa. It looks like Chrysa is staring at the guy that she hasn't seen in a very long time. She runs towards it, and only to hug the Psyduck because she's so thankful to see it again. So yes, she never really had a lost love, it was more of like a lost Psyduck. The episode ends with her very happy to have reunited with the Psyduck and taken more pictures and memories with it. This is one of those filler episodes, unfortunately. It's there to really develop Chrysa and Chloe's character, I guess, and Chrysa, I guess, does need it because we really don't know much about her. Unlike Ren, she's the straight-laced person, so it's kinda hard to gauge her personality. Now we know a lot more about her. But besides that, nothing really important happens in this episode. It's just kinda there just to be there. It's not a bad episode by any means, but it's one that you can definitely skip. And you could probably tell by how short this review has been. The next episode is another two-parter episode. So far, those have been kinda hit and miss. The first one was really weird and wacky, and the second one was really weird and wacky in a bad way. It wasn't that interesting. I hope this one is good. But anyways, that is it for my review of episode 57 of the Journey's anime. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this episode. You can follow me on Twitter at TheRealPDGaming, and that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.